it's a good job, dude. I like this. I'm a fan. I like the music. I don't know why. Just
Gets me pumped, gets me amped, gets me ready into the zone.
yeah, no, like that's what I'm saying. Like I need to find one that's like hardcore metal of some sort. You know what I mean? Something that's just gonna get us to the next level or
Yep.
whatever. All right, guys. If you guys just now joining us, this is the Sunday Night FOC, and we're going to be going over some hot books that you guys definitely need to be picking up. And I guess what we'll do is we'll start with DC first, and kind of make our way. If we got any spec, the OG Keymaster is here to keep us on the right track. Oh, look at that! Look at that!
All right. So hold on. Let me get over here. And we said we wanted to start with DC. Of course, I'm going to use Lunar, but you can go to phoenixcomics.com, right?
Right,
And
right.
you guys have DC Connect #9 on there, to where you can do the ordering.
Yeah, so we got DC Connect 8 and 9 actually that's up there or whatnot, so we can do the ordering. What's really cool about that, guys, is, and I'm just going to put it out there because my man Kendall is a genius. But what's really cool about that is that he actually added pictures and quantities and stuff like that onto the new DC9. It's awesome. Nobody else is doing that, guys. So we just want to make it easy for everybody else to be able to pick up the DC books. You got to do it, man.
Yep.
Got to do it.
All right, but for upcoming FOC, that is January 31st, and if you did not know, that is tonight. So if you have not got your DC orders in to Rick for this week, do it either during the show or right after the show, because Rick is going night early. He's got to wake up and go hit leg day tomorrow.
It is a leg day tomorrow.
It is a leg day. All right.
The doomsday clock sucks.
Doomsday clock sucks. That's right.
That needs to be a hashtag. That's got to be. That's got to be up there, dude. It's got to be.
All right. So we'll start with this Future State Aquaman #2. #1 just came out, and you saw Andy Curry as a adolescent, right? She first appeared in Aquaman like number 37 or Aquaman 40 or whatever from Rebirth.
It was a while back, but like there was a big she cameoed. I don't know if it was an actual appearance or not.
Yeah, well, it was a baby, right? She was a baby, so it's like some people don't put a whole lot of baby. They don't believe in baby spec, So
there's no baby spec.
Some people like baby spec, some people don't like baby spec. It is what it is.
Oh my god!
But now you have so there is a obviously a new Aquaman. It's no longer Arthur Curry. It's actually Aqualad Jackson Hyde, who has now become Aquaman. But this first one was all right. I am probably going to get the B cover on this one. So that was the A cover.
Here's the thing about the B cover. Like, I need to know what's happening here. Like, is it just because it's a split of dimension, if you will? So you got sweet Andy, and then you got angry Andy or whatnot.
Yeah. So this is saying, just reading from this.
What's up, Mike?
It said, and she and Jackson just got ripped apart in the midst of a cosmic space ocean, and she can't find him anywhere. So, there's I don't know what a cosmic space ocean is, but apparently we'll find out in Future State Aquaman #2. I'm probably just going to get the B cover, but the A cover is pretty cool. I'm going to go with the B cover on that one, I think. Future State, you got Future State Batman, Superman. If you're reading this, here's the A cover. That's kind of cool. And then you have the B cover here. And in the first one, they reintroduced Professor Pig. So this is continuing that storyline with the reintroduction of Professor Pig. If that interests you.
That's some smart swine there.
Yeah. You got Dark Detective. This has been pretty good. Have you picked up these Dark Detectives?
So I have, but other than like following the spec on them, I actually haven't got an opportunity to read them. I will tell you that we got quite a few up on the wall. So if you guys are looking for full runs, I don't think we have any more number ones, man. I we just didn't get them, man. We got a bunch too, and they're all gone.
So, I mean, obviously, if you haven't read Dark Detective yet, this is so obviously there's a new Batman in Future State, but Bruce Wayne still exists, and he has become the Dark Detective. He's no longer Batman; he is the Dark Detective, and this book
He
follows.
rebranded.
Yeah, he rebranded. This book,
Yeah.
continues to follow Bruce Wayne. So this is kind of like I think DC's kind of, they're bringing in a new Batman, but they didn't want to get rid of Bruce Wayne completely. So they kept this book for the Bruce Wayne fans if they didn't like the new Batman stuff.
Did you
Um,
see? Did you see Becker's comment? Cosmic space ocean. So water just hanging out in space.
yeah, I'm actually kind of intrigued on what that is. Cosmic space ocean.
I know for a fact that's some cosmic or quantum shit right
Yeah,
there.
that is some straight quantum shit.
Yeah, it's straight quantum shit, man.
So here's the B cover on that. Now, I will say, I like Brian Bolland whenever he does Joker. I like his Joker covers. This, however, I'm not too sure of. I don't know. To me, I'm not a fan of this one. Um,
You just don't like him because he's like it's really like a bat tack vest, and he's wearing Under Armour under it.
I yeah, I don't know what it is about this cover. I'm just not a fan of it. Like I said, I like Brian Bolland on his Joker stuff, just not a fan on that one.
Right.
Legion of Superheroes. This is cover A. I did not read the number one on this.
So
Um,
number one had a whole bunch of key stuff in it, though. I mean, like new characters and some other stuff like that going on in number one. Obviously, off the top of my head, I can't run it down, but I know that a lot of people were looking forward to that Legion of Superheroes,
yeah.
and you know, pull started off heavy, but then just kind of really kind of backed off. So I wonder if number one was not worth the hype. And Captain Comics in the house. What up? What
What up,
up?
Kevin? Comics. Although I will say this is kind of a cool cover right here. This is the B cover for Future State Legion of Superheroes. This is the 4.99. So this is a cardstock 4.99. This cover is kind of cool. This definitely might be a cover grab for me. I don't know. We'll see. I got a couple hours to make my decision and get that to Rick.
Yeah. I was gonna say it's a cool pickup.
Yeah.
It definitely is. I'll have to say that um, not a lot of people are actually looking to pick that up. So yeah, you
Yeah.
definitely better jump in on that now. Future State Suicide Squad, though. Uh, I'm just going to tell you now, as far as sales is concerned, we got a lot of pulls for it, which is really great. But I honestly thought that we would have gotten a considerably amount more. Just being a Future State Suicide Squad, it's kind of a different group or whatnot, a little bit more aggressive. So I don't know. I kind of thought we'd end up with a little bit more.
Yeah. Did you get a chance to read the first one?
No, so literally, like the only thing I've actually got an opportunity to like go back and get to my stack is Superman Worlds of War. Uh,
Uh,
that and Kindle actually read it too. We were talking about this, and we actually both agree. Um, that's literally been the best read, bar none. I think if you guys aren't reading it wrong, or you're wrong because it's pretty awesome.
yeah, Becker said he just read that today, or yeah, I think he said he just read that. This is
It's
Future
good.
State Suicide Squad #2. This is the B cover, Derek Chu. This one's kind of cool too. You got, a bunch of villains here. You got Cheetah, Black Manta. I'm guessing that's Peacemaker. Not too sure about the rest of these guys though.
Yeah. Adam, you got some other guys in there. Either way, I do want to note that on this particular book here, Suicide Squad, the main is $5.99, which normally you would see like a $3.99 or $4.99 cover. That is $5.99, and it's not a hard stock or anything like that. And then also keep in mind that the cover B, Derek Chu cover, is $6.99. So it seems like we're not following the. I say we're not. DC's not following the typical algorithm with the price tags on these things. So there might be.
They are varied. Yeah, I've noticed that. Because Legion of Superheroes, this was $3.99.
Right. So and that's why I say
B cover was $4.99.
We're probably going to be getting a fatter book. Probably more pages, which means more story. Which is a good thing, but readers need to be actually educated, and they know they're coming into a $6, $7 book. Sometimes that turns people off. They're used to a $3.99 book coming in, so that's
they may be screwing themselves with that price tag.
I always worry about that, man. Jared McCorkadale in the house. What's up, brother?
What up, Jared? All right, so out of all of DC, I think this is definitely the book to get right here. Future State, Superman, House of L, #1, one shot. This is going to introduce future. I thought all Kryptonians were dead. I thought the last son of Krypton, right? Isn't he supposed to be the last son of Krypton?
Well, we talked about that. That was like, wait a second. I thought everybody was dead, and then apparently not.
So I don't know. These are centuries into the future. The bloodline of Kal-El, the hero we know as Clark Kent, continues. So these are all offspring of some sort of Kal-El. Anyway, you're going to have some first appearances of some Kryptonians, whether they do something with them or not. I mean, you're talking Superman spec here. Take it for what it's worth. However, if this goes under-ordered, I could see this being a book that is going to, be a triple cover the week of. Just because DC right now is going under-ordered, and when people, if they're not reading the previews and they're not reading the solicitations, this is going to come as a surprise to people, and I think it's going to go under ordered.
Especially, did you show the B cover yet?
I have not. So that was the A cover. This is the B cover. This is a pretty cool B cover right here. So I'm guessing this is Kal-El in the future. Is what is my guess. This is Clark in the future. So you got old man Clark here. We had old man Logan. Now you got old man Kent. Old man Cal. There we go.
Trying to get to I'm getting to my spreadsheet here so that everybody knows who's got what or whatnot.
You got $6.99 on this B cover. I like this B cover. I'm probably gonna go. I'm probably gonna order a few of these A's and B's. Out of everything this week in DC, this is definitely the book to get for me. Superman. You want me to move on while you're checking that real quick?
I just got them squared away. Mike, I'm going to add you into my spreadsheet, my brother, and get you squared away.
I think that's a good pickup, and like I said, I think that's going to be one that come the week of in 3 weeks, because this releases on February 23rd. So I bet you February 21st or February 20th, you're going to look on eBay and that book is going to be under ordered and probably, like I said, triple coming out the gate, triple triple cover price out the gate. That's my suggestion, or that's my prediction.
Well, I have no doubt, and I actually think you're spot on for that. Speaking of which, when we get done with this order run or whatnot, we need to talk about those second prints
Yeah.
tonight, because that is a real big deal. We got to get to those.
Yep. All right. So Future State Superman versus Imperious Lex, number 2 of 3. I'm not following this story at all.
So here's the deal, man. It seems like Lex Luthor, he's crazy rich, and he tries to make it look like he's trying to make the world a better place. Really, what he's trying to do is occupy, I think, like the moon or something like that. And so in the process, and you can see this here, which I think is a really cool pickup as far as cover is concerned. So basically what he's trying to do is make Superman look bad. And so this is actually technically supposed to be propaganda. It's supposed to look like a propaganda to make Superman look bad. So everybody's looking at Superman going, hey, Superman's a giant asshole. All while Lex essentially like puts himself in a position of power, on this new planet or whatever. So, he's got this Daddy Warbucks thing going on or whatever. Honestly, I'm going to say that this is probably a really good read. I haven't got number 1 picked up yet as far as my polls are concerned. But not a lot of people are pulling that, and I think it's really because they're not super fans of Lex Luthor, really.
Right.
But I think we're gonna find that like this storyline is going to be very imperative to the villain mastermind, even with them being so far into the future.
Yeah. This B cover right here is by Scan. I like a lot of Scan work. I like his artwork. I'm going to be picking this up, if nothing else, for the cover alone, because I think it's a pretty cool cover right there.
Yeah, I'm going to say like the propaganda cover on this is just, it's pretty cool, man. And I think that, it may not be going out in polls, but it's definitely going to be going out in our Tuesday show. You would just really be wrong not to be picking it up, seriously.
So that's it for singles, right? For floppies, you do have a couple hardcovers and trade paperbacks. If you're interested in that, you guys can go to Phoenix website, phoenixcomics.com, go to DC Connect number 9, and you can take a look at the hardcovers that they got going up on FOC this week for DC.
No doubt.
No doubt. That pretty short list this week for DC. I'm going all in. If I was gonna be a betting man, I'm going Future State Superman House of L number 1, A, definitely the B, and then the Future State Superman versus Imperious Lex B cover I think will be hot. So those are my picks for.
Now, I'm gonna tell you. Those are great picks. This week is probably going to be the most important. Remember how we talked about how those, second prints, they kind of snuck into the order, and we were like, okay, what's going on here? You know what I mean? Blah, blah, blah. This is where we're at, guys. I'm just going to tell you, no one's really realizing that we have those second prints in. I just noticed that the Teen Titans number 1 second print, is going out the door. People are trying to sell that thing for like $40. I'm not going to do that. We're going to sell it at cover price because that's what
that doesn't even come out till next week. That's not this week. The Teen Titans is next week.
Oh, is it next week? Oh shoot, yeah. Well, either way, I mean, we still got a bunch. We ordered a bunch, man.
Yeah.
I don't know why I was thinking this week. That's right.
This week you have Dark Detective number 1 second printing.
Right.
You also have Harley Quinn number 1 second printing.
Mm-hmm. And then there's a
Swamp
Flash
Thing?
Yeah, Swamp Thing. Yeah, that's right.
You got Swamp Thing. You got Future State, the next Batman #1 second printing coming out.
Right.
You have Future State, the next Batman #2 second printing coming out. And then you have Future State Wonder Woman #1 second printing coming out with Yara Flora on it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I knew we had quite a few in.
I think out of all of those, you're gonna see Future State Wonder Woman being the big winner this week.
Oh, I absolutely agree. You know, all of our Death Metal 7's is gone. All of them.
Yeah.
Gone.
A lot of people slept on that book.
Yeah, and then a lot of people like last minute were like, "Hey, let me you know, get in there and square it away." I gotta let Mike know I got them ordered.
Awesome. So yeah, make sure you're on the lookout for these second prints. Don't pay a ridiculous price.
Don't do that, man.
Don't do that. Definitely check with if you're new to the show, if you're new to Phoenix. Dude, hit Phoenix up on Facebook. Just message, and if they have it, if Rick has it, if it's not spoken for, dude, you get it for cover price. Even a Teen Titans second print.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't understand. I don't even hardly understand that. I
don't pay $40 for that.
Don't pay $40. I mean, if you want to pay $40, that's fine. You can buy it from me for $40, but like I'm not gonna sell it for like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right. So, do we want to transition over into Previews World?
Yeah, man. Let's go ahead and hit it. Bear with me. I'm gonna be updating our diamond here or whatnot, kind of as we go through or whatnot.
Yeah. So, real quick before we do that, let's do this. Let's stop for station identification.
Lloyd, just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you go and do something like this and totally redeem yourself.
You like that? Yeah.
I love that. I love that you did that. That's
I'm
awesome.
learning.
I do.
I can. You learned me how to do that, so
I'm a good learner.
Yeah, I'm a good learner.
You learn the things.
All right, guys. So this is. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say I uploaded a bunch of cool stuff in the folder. You know what I mean now. So
I did see that.
We got all kinds of cool stuff to do.
I did see that.
All kinds of cool stuff to do.
All right, so guys, if you didn't know, this is Previews World. If you're unfamiliar with it, what happens is you send Rick here a message at Phoenix Comics LLC on Facebook, and he will get you set up with a Previews World account for Phoenix Comics, and you just come to previewsworld.com, and this is where you handle all of your polls for everything except for DC. But you handle all of your polls. You go here, you'll get a login. You log in, and everything is taken care of. You order what you want. You subscribe to what you want. It's taken care of. But to see what is on FOC, you'll come to catalog and then come down to final orders due, FOC. You click on that, and it'll bring you to this week, orders due. So everything else besides DC is actually due tomorrow, right? So you have until tomorrow night to get your orders in on Previews World or set your account up with Rick. But what we're gonna do, dude. Yeah, it's super easy. I mean, it literally took me 5 minutes the first time I did it, and if that. But you just if you don't want to see everything, because they literally have trade paperbacks, books, games, trading cards, all kinds of stuff on here. But if you're just looking for comics, you can filter just by comics, and that's what we'll do here to make save some time or whatnot. But we got crossover number 4, the A cover. Crossover, if you haven't been reading it, is it's been pretty good so far. I'm a Case homer though, so maybe I take it for what it's worth. But first 3 issues been definitely a good read. And this one, you're supposed to have, I think, new new character is being introduced in this as well.
So not only do you have a new character, but looks like we have a 1 in 25 we'll be getting in also, and so it looks pretty cool, man. It's a looks like it's a Shaw cover. Kids Love Chains Part 4. It's kind of like a black and white kind of job. It's actually pretty cool, man.
So here's the B cover. I'll see if I can't pull up that. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. So is this the? Oh, this is the one. Oh, so this is a 1 in 100. All right. So you have a 1 in 100. Yep, 1 in 100 right here. It's the black and white of that B cover, and then let's see. You have this cover, which I'm assuming is going to be a 1 in 50 right here. Let's see what this is. Oh, this is a 1 in 10. Okay. So this is the 1 in 10 cover right here, guys. If this is something you're wanting for this crossover number 4, then hit up. That's kind of cool. This has kind of got like the ripping through the pages. It's interesting. I like that. But if you're wanting this, hit up Rick, and you guys can square away a deal for this. I'm sure it's not going to cost you an arm and a leg. Let's see. So that was the 1 in 10. Let's see what we got here. This is going to be. So here's the 1 in 25. So it's the black and white of the 1 in 10. So here's the 1 in 25, guys. That looks. I like that because now you don't have all of the pages in the background or whatever. It's just a white cover.
Yeah. I kind of, well, it's kind of got a like little sepia to it, almost like a little bit of like, yeah. I think that one's the coolest one out of all of them. I think they did right by the 1 in 25. That's for definitely sure.
And then here is the 1 in 50, which is a red cover with three dots on it or whatnot.
Yeah, so because I'm not reading crossover. What's going on with the 3 dots? Do you know?
Yeah,
so like seashells.
I'm not sure what the 3 dots is representing.
It's like
it's a 6-parter, so we're at issue 4, and I'm assuming that you're gonna have the big payoff or the big reveal or whatever. I would imagine that going forward, although he did say 3 and 6 were the big ones. Right. We'll see. Hype machine Kate's, Yeah,
well, he knows how to do it too, though. You know what I mean?
He does. All right, guys. So that was you had the 1 in 100. You had the 1 in 50 here. You had the 1 in 25, which is this cover right here. This is the 1 in 25. And then you have the 1 in 10, which is this cover right here.
So I'm just going to tell you now, like, as far as like books wise is concerned, I honestly think we need to be talking about 2 Moons. 2 Moons, number 1. That we need to be definitely talking about that.
Okay. All right. 2 Moons. So you want to skip over? That's cool.
You know what, Jared's over here talking shit or whatnot. Yeah, I'm wore out. It was a long weekend. I'm also looking at the order form, but yes, I'm wore out, dude. You don't even know. The last part of the day was nothing but the cryo, man, and that was steam room, sauna, and then like hydrate.
Hydrate. All right, so you got this 2 Moons. What did you want to talk about with 2 Moons?
Okay, so here's the deal. Mike Becker told me to read this book called On the Stump, and what was really cool about On the Stump is essentially like when you like say you're a congressman or senator or anything like that, instead of like presenting a bill, you actually had to fight for it, like fist fight for it, which was awesome, right? I read the trade. It was freaking cool. I enjoyed every minute of it. That was like I read it, while on vacation. It was awesome. I didn't even put it down. That's how good a book it was. And so now, the same writer and artists or whatnot are coming together for this book. Two moons. All right. So what's really cool is that, you got a guy that's, fighting during the Civil War. And then of course he's kind of, confronted with some shamanic roots, which I can only assume is some cultural roots or whatnot. And then of course it's got like a little bit of like horror action going on. He's got a little bit of PTSD kind of stuff going on, stuff like that. But like, I kind of feel like, it's a nice throwback to that particular era, but it's also got like almost like recognizing that that PTSD, war is bad kind of. I don't know. Honestly, I think there's going to be some cool shit in this book. I think this is probably going to be one of those like really good reads too.
I completely agree with you. I think this is definitely one to get in on.
Mm-hmm.
As far as I think I'm gonna try and pick up a few of these just because it's an Image #1.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I mean, like I said, you would be smart to be picking up this book. It is. I mean, like I said, it really is. It's just a good book. It's really a good book.
Yeah, and so here's the B cover. That was the A cover. Here's the B cover. This is Gerardo Zaffino. His books, a lot of his covers usually do pretty well. So I'll be picking up a couple A's and a couple B's on this book.
Right. So I'm just gonna like kind of keep you in line of where I'm at ordering right now. Is that cool with you?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So the next book that I got pretty much, and there's a bunch of damn copies, and not a lot of people are picking them up as pulls anyway. But the Walking Dead Deluxe. It's the.
And I'm just gonna keep it right here. I'm gonna keep it. I'm not gonna go into each.
Just leave it right there. Okay, so here's the deal. It's the Cover A Finch second printing. It's the one with oh geez, the second one there on top.
This one right here.
Yeah, that one. I can't remember his character. My bad.
Glenn.
Thank you. All right, I'm going. There you go. He's gonna go put in his DC order. So this is the one I actually found. I came across some spec on this. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because it's Glenn or whatnot, but I did see that some people are actually looking for this book or looking to order this book. We have zero, and I'm talking about zero pulls on this book.
On any of them, probably, right?
No, none. I think people are like Walking Deaded out.
Well, not only that, but yeah, you're making a second printing of a of a book that's already been released in black and white, and you already came out with a reprint of it colored. Now you're coming out with a second print of the book, and all of the older ones had reprints as well to include Walking Dead weeklies. Like, so I don't know who's making the decision on this. I think you're trying to just grab on covers alone.
Mm-hmm.
I can't agree with what's going on with this. You're burying the legacy in my mind. You're burying the legacy of this, what this awesome series was, by now trying to squeeze the ever living fucking last bit of juice out of this.
Right. And that's just the thing. They were talking about that with Suicide Squad too. You know what I mean? Those that movie Birds of Prey came out, and everybody was just like, "All right, well, you screwed up, Suicide Squad, so we're out." And that just jacks up, that jacks up comic sales. When you decide to make it a cereal box and stuff like that. I mean, like that said, there's no. It's done. You've already killed it. It's all your fault. There we were. Oh shit.
No shit, there we were. Yeah, it is what it is. You got Rick, you got Glenn, you got Maggie, you got Carl, Andrea, and oh man, Shane.
Shane.
Right here.
Yeah, that's my least favorite guy, by the way. I don't like
Not a Shane fan.
No, the character sucks. Now,
Yeah.
Bernthal's cool because he totally redeemed himself in
Totally
Punisher.
redeemed. Yeah.
He did. He totally redeemed himself in the Punisher. But before then or whatnot, like I was not a big fan.
Yeah.
Not a big fan at all.
Was there another one that you wanted to pick up on for Image?
You know what? No, as a matter of fact, that was like my last run for Image, and I'm actually just sneaking my way into Marvel right now.
All right. Well, let me just highlight another one. Department of Truth, number 5. This A cover.
Oh yeah, I should have.
I'm sorry, number 6. Number 6.
Yeah.
A cover. This is a wicked. I really like this cover. Like I don't know what it is. This is a wicked looking cover.
I'm sorry, but that is rad looking, dude. That is like that cover or whatnot is exactly what that book's about. And if you guys aren't reading that book, oh my gosh, if the Ricktator has a favorite book of 2021, that's it. That's my favorite book.
Now, Department of Truth, number 6. Does this have an incentive? I don't believe it does.
No, it doesn't. It has no incentives. As a matter of fact, as I was kind of going through it because our orders were so high, I was like, well, we certainly qualify for that, but there's no incentives.
So that kind of intrigues me because if there's no incentive, this is how I'm thinking as a amateur speculator. There's no incentive. That means that shops aren't going to be ordering heavy on this to get those incentive books, right?
Right.
A lot of times that's what shops end up doing is they end up ordering heavy so they can get multiples or a singular of the incentive cover. And then, all of those regular covers are just out there. With there being no incentive whatsoever, not a 1 in 10, not a 1 in 25, like nothing. Shops might not be looking to order heavy on this because there's no, there's nothing there as a guarantee that they can sell that incentive, that ratio.
I have to be honest with you. I don't remember a ratio for number 5 either. I thought it was a little odd. You know what I mean?
And if something big happens in that, and it's not ordered because there is no, I'm not saying that it's not going to go ordered. People are going to have it on their pull list and everything. But if a lot of people are relying on shops to have, some people don't have it on their pull. They just go into a shop expecting it to be there because it's the hot book right now. But what people fail to realize is that shops have that on their shelves because they went for the incentive. That's why a lot of times shops have that on the shelves. If there's no incentive, then shops, if they have 10 polls or whatever, they're not going to reach for that 1 in 25 and order an extra 15 copies. So if if people have just been relying to go in and get it off the shelf, this may be where they start to, shops start to cut back because there is no incentive. And now all of a sudden you got people that are number 6 is dried up because there's hardly any out there. Only the people that have it on their pull list have it.
And that, like I said, that drives the price of that up. I'll tell you,
that's just my thinking. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think of whenever
I know that we get more and more pulls. Every time this comes out, more and more.
But then also you have more and more people that are tuning into the show and trying to claim something, and you guys just don't have it, right?
Right. Oh yeah, no doubt. It's gone. We have found in the last, I'd probably say in the last 8 weeks or so, I know I'm ordering heavy, and then like polls come through, and like I said, even last minute polls, those books go to those people before I even do a show.
Right.
So last minute polls, they're picking up the book and they want the book, and that's what we're talking about.
So if you're relying on it to be on the Tuesday pre-sale show, a lot of times they're not, and that's why you got to pre-order, and that's why we're trying to do this right now, is to try and highlight those books that we think are going to be the ones people are looking for on that Tuesday pre-sale. And if there's 5 people looking for a book, and Rick's gone out to, a lot of his other books have gone out to polls, and he's only got the last one, which I've seen a lot lately, is that, you only have that one book. You ordered thinking you were going to have, 10 extra books, and then come day of show on Tuesday, you have one.
Bro, that happened last week.
Yeah.
That happened last week. That second friend of that Star Wars book, dude, I swore I knew that we had more than enough, and they were like, out the door.
That's why it's so important. And, that's why Rick was like, hey, man, why don't we do something like this and try and get people to get those pre-orders in so they don't get shorted on a book or whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly important, man.
Yeah, Department of Truth number 6. Like I said, especially that A cover. There's something about that A cover that I really like. The other book I want to highlight real quick before we move on is Ice Cream Man. Ice Cream Man. This one is pretty cool. It's kind of got like a Johnny Carson kind of feel to it or whatnot. I think it's going to do well. I don't believe there's an incentive for this either, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think there's an incentive for this one either.
No, cover A, cover B, man. That's all we got, dude.
Yep, cover A. So this is cool. I'm definitely picking up multiples of that. And this one's kind of cool as well. I'll be picking up multiples of it. If you're not stacking these, especially the cool cover ones, or if you see them in back issue bins, pick anything Ice Cream Man up right now.
Yeah, because it's going to be money.
Yeah, it will find its way to some type of streaming service. Whether it's HBO Max eventually, or Netflix, or Amazon Prime, it will find its way to a streaming service. All right, so you wanted to hit up. Did you want to hit up? You said you wanted Marvel first, or do you want to continue on with the?
Well, so who do you got next?
Next, Dark Horse is next on Previews World.
Well, I'll just go off of what you got. That's fine.
There wasn't much on Dark Horse that I think I wanted to touch on. There's only 2 really cool covers that I think.
That Skull Digger cover's where it's at, bro.
Yeah, this is one that I'm picking up just for cover alone. Skull Digger, I picked up number 1. I thought it was all right. I usually am a big Jeff Lemire fan, but there's so much other stuff. This is out of the Black Hammer universe. This cover right here, though, I thought was pretty rad. Just with the skull and the blood. It's definitely one I'm picking up for cover alone. And maybe it'll get me back into Skull Digger. I think I read the first 2, and then I was just like, eh.
Well, that one's, from what I understand, that's number 6 of 6. So, I mean, that will be the last run. So, you might have to sneak back and get all the rest of the run or whatever. What do we got next?
And then the other cover that I really like is this Crimson Flower, number 2. It's the variant. I don't think I picked up number 1, which I'm actually surprised I didn't pick up number 1, because I always pick up number 1.
You do. You really do.
But this cover is pretty cool. It's kind of like a watercolor, water brush kind of look to it.
And it's not a Momoko.
And it's not a Momoko or David Mack. David Mack's usually notorious for these covers, or these type of covers. But this looks pretty cool, and I'll pick it up, see if I like it. Maybe I'll go back and try and find number 1. But that's it for Dark Horse for me, man. I don't know if
No, I'm good, dude. I'll tell you what, as far as poll wise is concerned, it's nothing real too terribly heavy, man. What's next?
IDW.
IDW.
Not too much here, except for there is a Momoko. Usagi.
Usagi Ojimbo.
So you do have a Peach Momoko. She's been doing the B covers on so far on this volume of Usagi.
And keep in mind, it's not regular Usagi Yojimbo. It's
Correct.
Wanderer's Road, number
Road.
4.
Yep. So she's been doing all of the B covers on this Wanderer's Road. I would assume she's going to have 5 and 6 as well, if I was a betting man. But that's really all for IDW, man. Not too much.
All right, what's next?
Now we're going into Marvel. This is
this is the pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Here we go. So obviously out the gate, first book on you is first book on me, and it is the Amazing Spider-Man, number 60, talking about, Mary Jane and Peter or whatnot have been through a bunch of stuff. Do they still love each other? Blah, 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 blah. Honestly, I think it's filler. It's a Bagley cover. It's a cool cover, but, I think we've kind of moved our way out of kind of the cool shit or whatnot. It's got the, what is it, the centipede thing from Alien or whatever, and that's on a main.
No, this is what's his name? Kindred. Kindred had these tentacle the serpent looking things going on. So if you didn't know, spoiler, Kindred is actually Osborn. So
he switched up a little bit.
Yeah. So that was kind of a letdown. I was really, really hoping that Kindred was going to be a new character, but alas, he was not. So this is, I don't know. Nick Spencer.
That was that last book. That's my bad. I forgot to put Quentin's comment up there or whatnot. He bought that number 1.
What was that?
He said, I have to say I bought like 3 copies of number 1 because of Macabre, and that had to have been the
Dark Horse
book that you're talking about.
Okay.
Had to been. And then of course, boom, look at that Q coming out of left field with Kindred's tentacles.
Kindred?
All touchy feely.
That's right. You do have a second print here with Black Cat number 2. I'm trying to remember if anything happened in Black Cat, but I can't for the life of me think of what happened that was so important that it deserves a second printing. But
I don't think we're really seeing much of anything. I mean, the art's pretty cool or whatnot. They do got a pretty nice King in Black Cat number 3. I mean, that's kind of a decent cover.
Yes. And there is an incentive for this, if I'm not mistaken.
There is. It's the 1 in 25. That's about it. And it's a pretty cool cover. It's a Nebet Zitro cover.
So here's the main guys, and then this right here is the incentive. You said this is a 1 in 25?
Yep, that right there is the 1 in 25.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like the A cover better.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I think the A cover is better.
Yeah, you got Doc Strange here, you got Venom, you got Null, you got Spidey. I think this is definitely it's a pretty cool cover.
More of a tie than anything.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
So that's Black Cat number 3. We'll move on. You got Black Panther. I will say that this is a Black History Sousa variant. I like it. It's almost got like a you know how those old was it the 3D? Yeah, like you had the 3D glasses, right? That was like red and blue or whatever. Yeah, and it's coming out like it kind of has that haze to what the pictures used to have, to where it made it look like it was 3D or whatever.
Like almost like a blacklight photo or whatever. And Q said it was Ice Cream Man number 1, which I'm gonna tell you right now, bro.
That's an expensive book right now in 9.8.
Yeah, like it. That's money in the bank right there. dude. That is definitely money in the bank. And I noticed that Becker made a comment, and I missed that or whatnot. But that is the one he was telling me about. I don't know if he's back on the show or not. But yeah, man. That when we were talking about the 2 moons, that was that book. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
I'm catching up because I got this other screen here where I'm ordering.
Right. And I'm not even looking at comments either because I'm trying to work the. I need to get another monitor up here. I'm working off of one screen.
I worked off. I got everything set up now so I can see like new comments pop through. So I'm good now. But that explains why you haven't seen them either. I was like, what normally throws them up? Shit.
Yeah. Sorry, I was trying to run this. I need to get another monitor up in here and work that. It's something that I got to work on. But I think this B cover for Black Panther, the Black History Month cover, I think it'll do well. I like it. The A cover is pretty cool. You have this A cover right here.
I don't know, man. I'm really not digging the A cover. It's like a venomized dish. I don't know what's going on. I'm not a big fan of the cover. Not my cup of tea.
And then you also have this Tedesco cover right here. You got Storm in the background, and I'm guessing this is supposed to be Shuri right here. And then these are supposed to be I think these are supposed to be the Nameless of Wakanda. But I do know that there is an incentive for this as well for Black Panther number 23. So we'll take a look at that. It's a Finch cover. So this is your 1 in. I'm assuming this is a 1 in 25, Rick.
Yeah. Let me get back over that one.
Yeah. Black Panther number 23.
Is that the Finch? That's a 1 in 50 actually.
1 in 50. Okay, so this is a 1 in 50, guys. If this is something that you're interested in, you definitely need to
hit me up now.
Yeah, get a hold of Rick before tomorrow night. Work out a deal. I'm sure he'll hook you up. So you got 1 in 50 right here on Black Panther number 23.
Well, I tell you what, while you're in Marvel or whatnot, we'll skip past Captain Marvel or whatever. But I will say that the Daredevil number 25, there is a third. Oh, that's new. There's a third printing Chichetto, which is a pretty sweet black and white or whatnot. But there's also, and this is new. And I don't know if I'm gonna go ahead and go for the 25 on this one, but there is the third printing Chichetto, but then there's also third printing 1 in 25 Momoko. Okay. It's a Momoko.
What you got on that one?
Do what?
What's the number on that one?
DEC 208577. I think this one snuck in because I did not see this one before.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah. Oh, and they don't even have a picture of it up yet.
Yeah, I don't even have an image either. I guess I should have told you that ahead of time. But yeah, no image on that one yet, dude. So, I don't know, man. I mean, like I said, we picked up some of them. We didn't pick a whole lot up. When we get into like third printings and stuff like that, I'm really kind of like, kind of skittish on whether or not I'm going to pick something like that up. So it's really just kind of depends. I'm going to let it be more pulls.
Yeah.
That one, yeah.
And that's the thing, guys. You're kind of you're seeing where Rick's at on his ordering. So if this is something you want, you don't rely on him to have that 1 in 25. If you're wanting it, you gotta kind of speak up and hit him up and work out a deal. I know, that sometimes people don't want to, or they're expecting, Rick will pick that. He knows that's coming. He'll pick that up, and they're kind of relying on you. And it's like, if that's something you want, that might not be what Rick is thinking. And if it's something you want, then you got to let them know. And that's kind of what this is here for as well, to kind of point out the incentives ahead of time to let people see what that incentive looks like. And because some of the artwork, sometimes people don't know what the 1 in 25s and what the 1 in 50s look like.
So it's the hardest commission. Becker says Marco Cicchetto is the hardest commission he's ever ordered. His translator was running late, and my Spanish is terrible. I mean, I get it. I don't even know. I would have used Google Translate personally, but I don't know if that was something that was around or not.
You got some other real quick to move on from the Daredevil 25 third print.
No worries. Yeah, definitely. We probably ought to pick up the pace because we still got to get to Berserker.
Yes. So there is a King in Black Planet of the Symbiotes #1 second printing. I think this is a good buy right here. This was the first appearance of what's his name's grandfather, Cletus Cassidy, his grandfather, as this new character or whatever. So I definitely think that this is a good buy as a second printing, especially if people this may go under ordered. I don't know. It's one of those ones I'm going to take a risk on and see where it takes me.
For the second printing, yeah, we didn't end up with a whole lot or whatnot. I'll tell you that. But yeah. I tell you, the book that everybody needs to be paying a lot closer attention to, and we didn't. Well, like we got a lot of pulls, but not as many as I thought we would get, especially for a Venom book. Is King in Black Handbook #1. That King in Black Handbook #1. That is, I think that's going to be our hot book of the week. I think and we're ordering heavy on it. It's a one, just one book, dude. It doesn't have any other covers. That's all it is. And from what I believe that this is a one shot. Marvel sucks at this, so you never really know for sure. But I believe that this is a one shot. So
yeah, check it out. It's also going to dive into the All Black, which is the very first symbiote, right? So that is. All Black is the sword that Null forged, and is actually the Gore, the God Butcher, uses All Black to go and slay all of the gods. So that is actually the first symbiote that Null created, and they're going to actually dive into his past, I guess, and look into his profile.
Certainly, it's going to be pretty cool.
This is going to be pretty cool. It looks like you'll see the forming of All Black, and you'll actually get into maybe a little history about him.
Mm-hmm. Now, so we were looking at the Planet of the Symbiotes, the second printing. The dude that we're talking about on the front, Cletus's grandpa is Cortland Cassidy. Thanks to Q, he was able to hook us up. And that last cover, like the first print, was his very first cover appearance, which obviously, like I said, made it a key book. So
now you have this #1 with him on the cover as well as a second print. He was on the 1 in 25 of #1. He was on the B cover of #1. It's going to be probably the one that has the lowest print run. So, maybe the second printing wins out because it's lower print run.
I would venture to say it's going to have a considerable amount lower print run. I can just tell by pulls or whatnot, it's a lot lower than what it was originally. So something to definitely take a look at. Moving forward.
Return of the Valkyries #1. Yeah, Return of the Valkyries #1 second printing. This had a first appearance of a new Valkyrie, and so they are making a second printing of this. It's sold out, and I think that this is another good one to pick up.
Yep, no doubt, man. Those are going to be really good books. Let's see here, another big book for us.
Let's talk about this Voices Legacy #1. This
that's
Miles
exactly
Morales.
What I was going to put you at. Yes, the Koppel variant.
Yep. That is an awesome cover.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Ray took a look at this and he's like, "Well, now I know how Miles poops," and I'm like, I mean, if you poop like that and you can poop like that, then I would venture to say it's pretty healthy. But the cover alone is actually pretty rad.
Yeah.
I'm certainly a big fan. We did pick up a little bit more pulls on that, and I did order a little heavier on that. I don't know why. Out of all the other covers, I'm going to say that that Koppel variant is probably the best. However, the Lashley variant, and which I'm sure you can see, the Lashley variant, which that's got a Black Panther there. Thank you. Um, that one's actually pretty cool. I only ended up with a small amount of pulls on that one. But for the people that are going and looking and stuff like that, I think I would say that this is pretty neat cover. It's got War Machine, Black Panther, Storm, and my man Miles Morales, dude. So I don't know. I think that's a pretty cool cover. So I mean,
Yeah.
we'd be smart to have it for sure.
Yeah, and then you also have this one right here with Shuri on the cover for this Edge variant. That's kind of cool.
Now, it is a cool cover or whatnot, but it's literally just not near as cool as the other ones. Not near. Not near.
And then you do have so WandaVision, hot right now. Got Monica Rambeau
So
here.
hot right now.
Got Monica Rambeau on this one as Spectrum on the cover of the Sousa variant. That's a pretty cool one.
Right.
All right. New Mutants, number 16. That's kind of a cool cover. You got that black and yellow. I think this is going to be a hard one to find in 9.8 if you're,
Talking about that New Mutants.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool cover, man. I'm not going to lie. That's I'll definitely be a nice pickup.
Real quick, let me just point out that Previews World doesn't show the cover for this Doc Afro number 7 second printing, but I've seen it. There was a new character in this book, and the new character, the second printing is not interior art, and the new character is on the cover. I'm just gonna let you know, this is gonna be one of those books that people are looking for because it's gonna go under ordered, guaranteed. New character on the cover. It's gonna be one of those books. Week of is gonna be at least triple cover or triple cover price, guaranteed. I'm putting my money on it.
And I've changed my order.
Sword number 2, second printing. Oh, I'm sorry.
I was going to just say that as we were going through those or whatnot, yeah, Becker indeed picked up the Lashley one. He was one of very few that did. But the very cool cover.
Yeah. What else we got? U.S. Agent. You got Symbiote Spider-Man, King in Black, number 4. The Sword number 2, that's kind of a cool cover where you got the sword into the what looks like to be the Knowles little symbol thing right there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
looks like they're stabbing it.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. I like that. I might get that second printing. I don't think I have it pulled right now. I might go in there and add that one just for the cover. Let's see. And then X-Men, you got number 18. Here is the Storm variant. This is a kind of cool cover right here with Storm. This is a Black History Storm cover by Susan.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty cool cover. I had to, at first I didn't get very many of those or whatnot.
Yeah.
I definitely had to go back.
Yeah, I think that one's kind of cool. And then you do have a Momoko as well.
It's a Momoko.
If you're looking for all the Momoko fans out there, you do have an X-Men 18 Momoko, which is X-23 with some wolves. I don't know what that's about. she just wanted to draw wolves. So there's that. All right, what do we want to? We got. Rick, I'm good. If you're good, we don't have to cover Dynamite. I mean, it's if people want to order TNA, by all means, go on to Previews World and order TNA.
Dynamite's not my job.
Yeah. But that brings us to Boom Studios, and I think the one that you wanted to talk about
is the Berserker. So if you give me just a second so I can get all caught up to you. The Berserker is a big deal. Everybody's making it a really, really, really big deal. And I tell you, I actually still have to go back and add all these extra numbers. We do actually have a patron that is picking up the 1 in 1,000. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Here we are.
It's gonna be a book.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. And you know what's funny is that we came in here, as far as order wise is concerned, just trying to make sure that we, pick up enough and stuff like that. But I really honestly don't think, some of this is gonna be big, and some of this isn't gonna be big. But I'll tell you that one of the things you guys need to know coming out of the gate. Right now, there I was. No shit. The covers, guys, there is a change in the price here for cover C and cover D. And, I guess for cover C and cover D. So cover C and cover D, there's a change in the price. Those two foils are $5.99. So cover C, cover D, $5.99. Guys, you guys need to be paying attention to, what's going on with that. And Mike, I'm going to be with Mike. Mike said, I'm almost tired of hearing about the Berserker. I agree.
Would you like to make fuck on me, Berserker? Do you know what that's from?
I don't.
Clerks.
Oh my God.
Kevin Smith, Clerks.
Yeah. All right. That's impressive because that out of all the things, you know what I mean? I did not put that together at all.
Olaf, show metal face. He's all, God. That was classic.
I got to go back and look at it myself. Apparently, clearly.
All right. So, as you can see, real quick, you have A and B, right? And then you have C and D, which are the foil versions. It's the exact same book, except it's foil, and for that foil, it costs you $1 more. So $4.99 on your A and B, $5.99 on your C and D, and your sketch, which is the E, is $4.99. So make sure you're ordering appropriately for what you want.
Yes, make sure you're doing that. Indeed.
Do we want to show off some of the incentives for this so that people can, if they want to try and get some of these incentives?
Yeah, there's a bunch, dude. We got a 1 in 10, which is going to be August 200-962.
Yeah, let me see if I can. 962.
And it's really it's not anything crazy. It's actually cover F, and it's literally just all red blank sketch cover.
So and that's the 1 in 10. So if you're wanting a red sketch, by all means, get the 1 in 10.
Yep.
All right.
And so,
what do we got for? Is there a 1 in 963? Is the next one? Is this a 1 in 25?
Hold on a second.
Yeah. Yep. 1 in 25. This is kind of cool. You got Keanu, what looks to be Keanu Reeves right there.
All right, let's see here. Which cover are you on now? Sorry,
The
I
one
got
no, you're good. This is the Bermejo.
the Bermejo. The Bermejo is
Yep.
considerably better than the Grandpa.
Yeah. Grandpa. This is so this is
Am I reading it wrong? It's the Grandpa.
I think you're right.
Am I just saying it too country boy?
Grandpa. No, you're right. You're right.
It's the Grandpa. I mean, I'm sure like being called Grandpa is not like what he gets called or anything like
Right.
that.
I would assume not. All right, so this next one, we jump a little bit. This is the one. Let's see what we got here. This is another 1 in 25. This is the Grandpa 1 in 25.
Right,
So
right.
Grandpa does the A and the C cover, and the H cover, which is a 1 in 25.
Now, can you see the 1 in 500? Jared just said the 1 in 500. I dig. I dig. It's December 208 561.
561. All right. So this is the Mark Brooks 1 in 500. I like it.
It's actually a pretty cool cover.
Yeah. Mark Brooks is definitely one where his sketches are actually. There's some artists like Alex Ross, great artist, but his sketch, like whenever they were doing those 1 in 100s of his sketches of his timeless variants or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was just a bunch of marks on a cover. Like I don't want to pay for like this. Actually, looks like something. His sketches, Alex Ross's sketches, were just like, I mean, there was just like marks on a paper. Like I don't know, it didn't look good to me. He
knew what he was doing.
Right.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's that whole method to the madness kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But Mark Brooks, his sketches are actually worth it, I think. So I think this is the 1 in 1,000. We'll just show that off. I'm sure everyone has seen it on, just about every social media platform that there is. But this is
still pretty cool though.
John Boy Myers 1 in 1,000 cover O. That is freaking sweet. He's all kitted up.
Mm-hmm.
Got his 100-round drum with his super duper, 15 time scope.
Mm-hmm. 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 He's got a couple arrows shot into him. No big deal.
Yeah, not a big deal.
So what's awesome about this particular cover, guys? It is actually signed by Keanu Reeves himself.
Keanu.
So it's signed.
Are they? And they're sending it to CGC, right?
I
don't know if they are or not. I would hope that they're gonna get that authenticated somehow.
So here's the deal. Like I called or whatnot, and they said that definitely going to be a COA for sure. But as far as it like going to CGC or CBCS or anything like that, it's there is a CGC option. My man McCorkindale has been all over that dude. So like I'm still trying to figure out. So here's this. I talked to our rep. Our rep is actually supposed to be hitting us back. They're waiting for, essentially how Boom's gonna do this or whatnot. So I guess some of the other retailers looks like they're supposed to be calling us and trying to see like exactly what's going on. I would venture to say, knowing the customer, that set it out for a CGC for a 1 in 1,000 that's signed. I mean, that would probably be the most smartest thing to do.
Yeah.
Moving forward for this.
Agreed. If people are paying as much money as they are for this 1 in 1,000 and it's signed, I think the people deserve to have some type of authenticity from the publisher. Not that they're going to lie and say that it wasn't Keanu or it was Keanu and it was just some fucking stock boy at Boom Studios just back there with the gold pin or whatever signing shit. Like I believe that they're actually going to get. Yeah, I think I believe that they're actually going to get Keanu to sign this. But if I'm spending that much money, I want to be able to send it into CGC. And I mean, Becker's saying that CGC will honor the COA, but I mean, what if the person gets it and doesn't send it in for 5 years or whatever, for whatever reason, they don't send it into CGC for 5 years, and 5 years down the road, they're like, CGC's like, well, we thought about it and we're not going to honor that COA anymore. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. You lose the COA.
Right.
Who knows? I would hope that Boom would be like, you know what? People are ordering this and spending this much money. Let's go ahead and just send it off to CGC.
Yeah. I'd say that's the smart move, man.
Yeah. But you got this 1 in 1,000. There are some others. I don't know if we want to go through all of them. I think some of them are just black and whites of some of the other books, if I'm not mistaken.
Now, Corkadale just said CGC doesn't honor COAs.
See, usually they don't, but I know CBCS does, if I'm not mistaken. They still have to verify it, though, I think. I don't...
And, of course, Becker's like, oh, yeah, probably not.
Yeah, I don't. If it's a COA, I thought maybe he had read something that they were going to for this issue, but yeah, typically CGC does not. It is what it is. Like I said, if people are spending that much money, I hope Boom is doing the right thing.
Well, CBCS will give their verified yellow label.
Yeah, if they verify, it. Let's get into some of these smaller print books real quick, dude. Blade Runner. Why? I don't understand. Like, why are there so many different reboots of Blade Runner?
I don't know, man. It seems like they're really trying to push that. Did you see this last comment?
No.
When the right mind spins that on a book, though. Right? I mean, right?
I mean, you really, really must have a thing for Keanu if you're gonna spend that kind of cash. I don't know. It would almost to me seem like maybe you have some type of infatuation, like you have some type of problem where you want to be with Keanu and that's what you're trying to do. That's what I'd say to somebody if they ordered that many books. I would say maybe you have a crush on Keanu, or you have a secret admiration.
I like that, secret admiration.
Yeah, I don't know, but
so
it is what it is.
Are you? Have we talked at all about I Breathe the Body?
No, we haven't. I like this.
My bad. I'm not sure where you're at or whatnot.
We haven't. We were just making fun of how many times they have rebooted Blade Runner. I will say there is an art germ for this number 1. There is a Momoko for this number 1. There's also a Momoko FOC sketch variant if you're into that. So just letting everybody know, by Titan Comics, small publisher, whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let us see. Firefly. I know you guys do well on Firefly.
Well, yeah, we do actually do pretty good. I kind of thought maybe our pulls or whatever would probably be a little higher on that. But like I said, I think we've had a new Firefly rotation for the last year solid or whatnot. So I don't know if that's still a good Firefly or not.
if you guys are watching this, there is an A cover, there is a B cover by Doe, and then there is an unlockable variant for Firefly 26. So if you're part of the Phoenix Firefly crew, because I see a lot of people just pulling this on the Tuesday shows. You guys are always selling this Firefly. It seems to be one of the hottest books you got, which I'm just like, wow, I didn't even think that was a thing.
Who would have known?
Yeah, who would have known? But if you're a collector of all the Firefly, there is an unlockable variant that I'm guessing it's like an FOC, and this says new characters, new enemies. So you got first appearances coming into this Firefly book right now. Firefly number 26. You were talking about I Breathe the Body. Number 1 I thought was awesome. It's an Aftershock book. I thought I didn't see a whole lot of people or a whole lot of these out there, that there really wasn't a demand for it at the time. I think going back, there will be word of mouth as it goes along, and I think this is going to be a book that come issue 5 and 6 or 7, people are going to be trying to go back and find issue number 1.
I agree. No, I absolutely agree. I tell you what, on the spec deck for me, and I haven't seen anything as far as like what, people wanted this book. It's not even on a poll. As a matter of fact, PJ, you don't even have it, bud. But Nuclear Family. Nuclear Family number 1.
Yeah.
It's a DEC 201131.
Wasn't this on here? I thought we saw it.
It was an Aftershock book.
Yeah, there it is. Nuclear Family. I remember seeing it. It's just, I haven't added it yet.
I mean, here's the thing. It goes back to like 1957. It goes back to, atom bombs and all that other fun stuff. You know what I mean? And I think this is going to have like a little bit of like Russia, undercover, those underground, spies that, everybody like loves to make great shows out of and stuff like that. I think that's really what we're going to see out of this. I think it's good. And later, Jared, man, be safe, brother.
See you guys.
Night.
Or see you, Jared.
Night. Anyway, I think this is going to be pretty cool. It says it's Cold War era science fiction at its most timely and terrifying.
Yeah.
Either way,
by the same writer that did Butcher of Paris, which I thought was done really well.
Mm-hmm. It's a good book, man. And I think this is going to go over. This is going to go over really well. Looks like we've got enough for incentives, and we did pick it up. Nope. I very rarely ever do this, but there's not a single pull on it. But it looks cool. It looks like it's going to be a good book.
I think what is it 32 for the incentive?
Yes, 32 for the incentive.
So this is the 115, guys, for that Nuclear Family. That's kind of cool. It's almost got like a pre-code horror vibe to it.
Mm-hmm. It's cool. I like it. I like that Cold War kind of approach to things anyway. So that's about how I roll, man.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Apart from Blade Runner, I'm going to tell you, we have one pull for Blade Runner, and it's the Momoko cover. I know you guys talked about that a second ago. I just felt like I needed to like kind of really touch on that.
Yeah. Is the Momoko fever dying? Are people?
I mean, I think everybody's ready for the next one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, Scotty Young was the hot dude for a while, and then next thing you know, we had
Archer for a little bit.
Archer, Derek Chu. I mean, those guys have all been up there, whatnot, and of course, Ashley Witter. You know what I mean? She came out. You know what I mean? Big deal and stuff like that. So, I don't know. I guess we're waiting for the next one.
Yeah, the other one I want Something Is Killing the Children, number 15.
Oh yeah.
I think this is going to be the last one for a while. I think they're going to end it for a few months, and then I think they're going to regroup and figure out where they want to take the story so that it works well for adapting to some type of streaming service. So
No, I absolutely agree.
I think this is one to jump on right now. There's only one cover for the Something Is Killing the Children 15. I would imagine that no incentives, no nothing. Maybe goes under ordered, falling off the radar because people are thinking that shops are going to continuously pick it up. But I don't know. Maybe this one is one that sneaks in and will probably, I guarantee, will go to a second printing. So pick up Something Is Killing the Children number 15. If you haven't read the series, it's freaking good. It's good. And then this is
looking for that.
Yeah, this is a strictly covered by. I think this is Space Riders Vortex of Darkness, dude. I mean, this cover is just freaking awesome. It's gonna be an all black cover, so it's gonna be you're gonna have dings and imperfections and creases, all kinds of like little scuffs probably, and it's gonna be super easy to get tick marks, color break tick marks and stuff like that. But this cover is gonna be dope if you can get it in a 9.8. Like the blue color and with the yellow and the colors are awesome on this. And I think number 2 and number 1 were the exact same way. I think I got those as well, but it was the same way where it's an all black cover with like these neon covers or neon colors. So I think this is a good one for a cover grab right here. That's all I got, man. That's all I know of.
Well, I'd say we pretty much got everything covered. I'm just going over one more time of this or whatnot, and then I have to add in all these numbers for that other stuff that looks like it sucks or whatever. So yeah, about that. So anyway, I'd say we're good to go, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hopefully everyone enjoyed it. The show. We're doing this to kind of help people out as they're trying to make their decisions on what books to pull. I obviously I know people haven't really been saying stuff, but if you've noticed on the shows, there's a lot more books that have just only been either last copy for the Tuesday show or whatnot. And I know Rick, dude, I know you always feel bad.
I do.
You don't have the books, but I mean that's not your fault. You order what you think, and I mean that's totally not your fault. But I know deep down inside you're like, God, I wish I had more, and I know you always say that.
I do, man. I do. I wish I had a little bit more, or at least, I always feel bad when I can't even, just put like 1 or 2 on the wall.
Yeah.
That's really rough.
This is the toughest part, I think, for you, because I can see the hurt. Like it hurts you when you don't get to put a book out on a show or whatever, or like you said, on the wall, like. Because all you want to do is you want to be able to get people what they want, and
right.
When you have to tell somebody, nope, last book went to whoever, or we only have one of these, I know that kills you inside. So we wanted to, you came to me and you're like, hey, let's kind of talk up these books so that it brings awareness to people. So that you can get the order in, so that you don't. I mean, this is a selfish reason for you, so you don't have to feel bad, right? Whenever you have to tell people. I mean, this is a selfish thing for you to try and help other people.
I want people to be able to get the books, dude. I think that in and of itself is like literally the most important thing. I just want you guys to be able to get your books, and dude, I do. I feel bad. I feel bad. You know what I mean? When they go out the door, It sucks. I can't stand it. It just pisses me off.
Yeah.
Pisses me off. Something awful. I'll tell you that.
But hopefully, everyone, this is helping people get onto Previews World and get their orders in to Rick. Remember, tonight is DC. Tomorrow is everything else. But make sure you get it in. If you get it in after tomorrow night, it is not guaranteed. Rick cannot guarantee that you're going to get that book. Especially, you're definitely not getting any of the incentives. If that's what you're trying to go for.
Oh yeah, no, I can't. I won't be able to get them, man.
Yep.
If you don't get me now, it's gonna be rough.
Yep.
It's gonna be rough.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write down some of the books that I'm picking tonight, and then we'll revisit them the week of and see what they're doing. As far as what they're doing on the secondary market before they even come out.
Yeah, good call. I think that'll be awesome.
Yeah, Tuesday. I think I'm going to try that.
I think it'll be awesome. Well, I guess you guys are watching. Boom.
Boom. Yeah, I did.
Right.
I did.
Of course, before we end it, just a fair reminder that it is time to order.
Time to order.
All right, man. Well, hey, guys, thank you guys so much for joining the show. I appreciate it. Make sure you guys like, follow, hit the bell, ring the dingy, and all that other fun stuff for the YouTubes and the Facebooks and stuff like that. And other than that, guys, we'll catch you guys on Tuesday.